Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks Cost video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the Object 292, which is the level 100 season pass. And it also is a Eastern Alliance Era 3 heavy tank. Now, this tank is very similar to the Object 477A that was just released. It pretty much has the same gun with better statistics, but it doesn't have nearly as good as the armor, but it is more mobile, has more mobility, and it also can traverse its turret all the way around. But it is also lacking the multi-weapon system that the 477A can get. But currently, this tank is 2,000 gold if you finish the season pass. So, yeah. It's still a really good tank, and I'm going to show you how good, because, yeah. Because if you write the title of this video, this is my most damage I have ever done in World Tanks. Now, most of my most damage I have ever done in, like, World Tanks, it's been the M1A2. M1A2, 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 M1A2. This time, it's the Object 292. Just because how good the gun is, and how you can have a tank loaded out, and it helps out so much. Now, I'm going to talk about the 2 rounds. The 2 rounds are, you get 2 rounds. You get AP, has 900 millimeters of penetration, and it does 760 damage per shot. Then you also get your second round, which is high explosive, that has 180 millimeters of penetration, and does 906, where is it? Where'd it go? 900. Oh my goodness, I lost it. 960 damage, right? Yes. 980. I was blind for a second. But yeah, 980 on its high explosive if it's managed to pin. And still 980 on its high explosive. Also, that was a really good shot on T-72BM. If you don't know where to pin them, just set them on fire. Just kind of watch what I'm doing right here. And right there, I kind of hit its fuel tanks again. Now, using the right ammunition in World Tanks is a very big thing. Because if you're not using the right ammunition when you need to, it will backfire. You can't really just load all premium and just fire all premium. You need high explosive. You need standard, because each round has its unique purpose. And yes, I just pinned the frontal armor of the 477A. Yes. What else? Yeah. So to make, now the equipment piece I'm using is the advanced reload. The advanced reload allows you to switch ammunition whenever you want to freely. So it gives me the opportunity to switch from my AP to high explosive whenever I need it. And in this match, that is exactly what I do. As you can see, I'm already up 7,538 damage, and I really haven't fired any high explosive yet. What also I'm loading is for equipment is the enhanced target info, the advanced armor, and rapid loading. My skills is born later, rapid loading, deadeye, steadying, supply conservation, armor angling, sixth sense, situational awareness, and pain tolerance, because I don't run medkits in Cold War. So yeah, this tank's fast. 7428 reverse, 28.78 horsepower, which is a really high horsepower. And that was a high explosive round that I just pinned against a light tank or a weasel. I don't know which one it was, but either way, did nearly 1,000 damage. And right now, I'm going to use the mobility of the tank and the great gun to put some shots into the base that needs my help defending. And I'm going to hide right here, get right here, and just kind of just hide from the enemy team. Also, I get lit on fire, which really is going to hinder me, but I don't really burn for too long. I lose about 1,000 damage, which is fine. I don't really lose anything on my tank except tracks and fuel tanks. But one of my repairs comes back, I'll fix that. So currently it's a 5v6. As you can see, I am just broke the 11,000 damage mark, which right here I'm realizing it's like, wait a second, I'm at 11,000 damage. Also, another thing I realized about this tank, I don't know if I was just missing a lot or what. Tank, when you start doing this much damage, you start to run out of ammunition quite quickly. Just broke the 12,000 damage mark. And since because you're doing 760 damage per shot, you're doing really good damage really fast. Now, keep an eye on that weasel, because that weasel is kind of just remember about the weasel, because in this match I completely forgot about the weasel. I thought the weasel died, or I thought the weasel was somewhere else. Now right here I'm hiding in this bush and fighting a leopard 2A5 and firing high explosive and off into the distance, because I have 3 AP rounds remaining, and maybe I need to save those AP rounds. So I'm just going to fire high explosive for now, because this is a very close match. So yeah, it's a 4v4. They still have that weasel. They still have a lot of tanks that are full health. That 2A4 is pretty much full health. The T-72B is full health. Let the T-72B on fire, and I believe that was a full pin high explosive round, which was really nice. And right there, I just broke the 15,000 damage mark, which is still not my damage record. My damage record is like 15,580 or something like that. But I'm getting really close of breaking that mark. This tank can actually rack up the damage quite quickly because it has a better reload, better aim time, bigger accuracy than the 477. And the mobility is really nice. The mobility of this tank gives it a leg up over the 477. Now here's a T-72B I'm trying to fight, but I'm also trying not to get shot because I would love to save my rounds, and I get targeted, and there's a missile. Look, it's the weasel. Oh look, fun. Now I'm down to 153 hit points. Now I really can't get shot because it's down to a 3v3, and somebody, the 2A5, did manage to kill that weasel. Now, the gun depression on this tank, as you can see, is really hindering me. It's a 4.5 degrees of gun depression, which is really terrible. So it's making it really hard to work this gun depression ridgeline, this very small ridgeline. But I did manage to put that shot into the T-72B. Here's a 182. And yeah, I got 5 rounds left. Loading AP, and this is like when I tell you, it's like, hey, which round, knowing which round to load will increase your damage potential. I didn't really show it off in this match about the 2 rounds, knowing which one to show off, but in this tank I really do. But that match I didn't really show it off. Anyway, that is my new damage record. Overall, this tank is very fun. I like it. I like the mobility. I like the gun. And yeah, that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember to stop fish because we're always fun. And peace out. See ya.